What up, people? So today we're doing a bit of a weird episode, because the thing is I don't have any shoes with me.
Ooh, flexible.
Yeah, so I'll pretty much just be campus training. I don't know, I've never been especially structured when it's in the gym. It's like I go there occasionally, try to do a few exercises, and then I just get bored, I guess. So I'm not especially good at training, but campusing is something that I really enjoy. So yeah, we're gonna start off with that. And one more thing, we're filming in 4K.
Yeah, 4K 60 FPS.
Yeah, so it might look like shit, but we're hoping that it's gonna look crazy good.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's just get started. Alright, so I found something that's like a vision project for me. It's this black one, and it's, if I can campus it, I'd be pretty proud of myself. Because
I'll be very impressed.
I mean, there's sort of like a requirement for a problem where you're gonna campus it, where it's like you have to be able to move between the holes in a relatively reasonable way. But this one just looks ridiculous in that way.
It's futuristic, man.
But you never know, because sometimes you just get so excited so you can pull as hard as you want, and then it might work.
He did the first move though. I didn't think that was gonna go.
I did do the first one, that's true. Thing is, I was so solid when I hit the first hole. I was like, okay, move. But I couldn't really get the motion going. And then when I finally tried, it was just ridiculous. But the thing is, in order to move to the next one, I sort of had to lower my body down in order to be able to pull myself back up. And I was just stuck, like, locked. Wanted to move, but it was just not possible. So that's what I'm gonna have to find out if I want to do this one. I have to be able to maybe lower myself down quickly and then hurry back up, or just pull from the locked position, which is usually pretty hard. You pretty much always want to lower yourself down and then pull, even when you have your feet, if you're doing a big move. All right, let's give it a whirl. Quite a bit closer,
yeah.
Actually. I really focused on that whole lowering myself down before I went. Damn, that was really close.
Yeah.
I think the top part might be a bit tricky though, because like the sloper, it looks so good, but it's just not. So I would stick that as well. But I definitely think the move is possible now, because yeah, the sloper is pretty good if you get it correctly. I think getting on it with the match is going to be heinous as shit. Alright, since this is obviously going to be a pretty hard problem for me, I'm going to try the top part real quick, just to see if I can get the match in and all that jazz, and also the top part. So what I need to do is I have to hit it on the right hand side, and then sort of grab it as a compress. I'll try it one more time. It's doable for sure. The last hole is, if I get it just that much further in, it's a sloper jug. But the sloper before that is going to be pretty hard to match it, so I'm just going to have to pull for the last hole. But I think if I pull hard, then it's going to work. Yeah. Thing with slopers is just that if you try to pull too fast, you're going to slip off mid-move. So you have to get them, stay with them for a second, like get to know them a little bit, and then start moving. And that's why, I don't know if you saw that, but doing the last two moves, I went not especially fast. I was just hanging for about 2 seconds. It was just because I needed to adjust my fingers to the slopers, like get it good and then move. All right, so I just got a master brush from Nicken.
There's limited amount of brushes in the game. That's true.
Whoa!
Come on.
Oh no! Oh no! It's so heavy. It's like, it's so weird because I have to get everything good, get in control, stop the swing as much as possible, or use it as momentum for the match. But it's really hard to get that perfect focus. Alright, I said we'd give it 3 burns, but I'm gonna give it at least 2 more. Because now I'm pretty psyched about it. That's like doable and it feels insanely hard for me. So now this is usually where I get a lot of my training. I find something that feels ridiculous at first, especially the campus. It's like, nope, this isn't gonna happen. This is just like, you try out some moves and then bam, I managed to like push my personal limits, which feels amazing. So now I'm like excited to do it as well. And minutes rest and then. In the last video that I was in, we asked you guys about how long you climb on each session. And I think the average was around 2.5, maybe even 3 hours. I used to climb around that, maybe even 4 hours back in the day. But the thing is, I injured myself, which is why I stopped. And so now I usually climb for about 1.5 hours, maybe even 2 hours or so.
And that's in the gym? Outside it's like...
Exactly, in the gym that's usually for how long I climb. Outside it can be a lot longer.
Yeah. Yeah, because we have seen like today Emil has been climbing for 8 hours a day, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So what's the difference there? Like?
Yeah. Usually when I climb for 8 hours, it's that I have a morning session for about 2 hours, maybe go outdoors climbing for 4 hours, 5 hours or so, and then come back in. Those are pretty heavy those days, for sure. It can be good sometimes, because as I mentioned, I sometimes climb for like 8 hours in one day. But I try to not have it as a routine, just because I completely wreck myself in that case. If I do it like, if I climb for 4 hours, 5 days in 1 week, I'm broken pretty much, like immediately. At least if I pull as hard as I want to.
Yeah.
I guess if I do like more mellow sessions, maybe a bit of like casual sport climbing, like easier routes, etc., I probably wouldn't injure myself. But if I boulder for 4 hours, that's a pretty heavy day for me anyways.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, and it makes the recovery time longer as well.
Yeah, that's true.
So
that's true.
It's a balance, like everything else.
For sure.
Speaking of balance, are we gonna continue?
Oh yeah, let's give it a whirl.
Yeah.
I might swing out and kick you in the face.
You know what? That's what I need. Monday, right?
Yeah. Get the psych going.
Oh, nice.
Come on,
Deep
dude.
dive.
Hold it. Come on, Emil.
Alright, let's see if we can like keep on that move now. Oh, it's cool.
Oh.
Oh god.
Yes. Every move was like, nope, nope, nope. Yes.
Because the fun thing is like when we chose this problem, we were like, oh, this is impossible. We just do one move. But now it's like...
Yeah. I think it was really just... Well, there were several things. Like part was the psych. I had to be psyched for it, and I got insanely psyched after like the second go where I punched the hole. I mean, I've climbed the problem with shoes before, and the slopers feel pretty terrible. So I thought I would. I mean, I never thought I'd be able to do it, but sometimes I don't know. Campusing just gets you so excited that it's like you can just pull as hard as you want. That's pretty cool.
Nick in the background just flying.